out, I don't know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Some girl called me up and she said she had gotten my name from somebody, I forget who it was. Her name was Miss Paige, that's what she called herself. And she said she wanted me to play at her wedding ceremony, but she only wanted me to play one song. And it was a song by Kenny G.
Oh no.
Yeah, and my first thought was to turn it down, and I thought, she said, oh, Mr. McKenna, it would mean so much to me and this and that. So I gave her a price, and she said she would pay me, and all. But I explained to her that I had to be out of the church by 11:30. I had an early afternoon job. And she said, oh yeah, all you have to do is you play this one song. She said, when I walk up to the altar, and you'll be out way before then. And I said, well, I just want you to know that because, you know, I have to go to this other gig. So I borrowed a soprano saxophone from this guy, Norman David, and I learned the song that I had to play. It was one of Kenny G's hits. And so when I got to the church, the organist, the church organist was there, and I explained to him what I was doing there, and I told him that I was already getting nervous because there was nobody else there but the two of us, and I said, you know, I'm a little nervous about this being over before 11:30 because I have to be out of here. And he said, well, you do what you have to do. People were showing up real slowly, and then I asked somebody, and they said that the bride and groom hadn't shown up yet. And by this time now it's getting to be like 11 o'clock. So anyway, the groom showed up finally, and he got into a fight with somebody outside the church. So they had to stop it, and there was a big brawl going on. So by the time 11:30 came, they still hadn't even come into the church. And so I said to the organ player, I said, I have to leave. And he said, well, you have to leave, you have to leave. I said, yeah, but I didn't even get to play the song that I was supposed to play. And he said, well, you do what you have to do. So I packed up and I left. And I never heard from them. I never got the money. I never heard, they never called up and said, where did you go, or anything like that, you know. So I figured, well, I'm not even going to bother them for the money because I just realized, you know, it was probably pointless. So weeks go by, and then I get a call from another girl, and she said, Mr. McKenna, my name is, and she said, I'd like to hire you, and I want you to do the exact same thing that you did at Miss Paige's wedding. And I said, oh really? I said, well, what's that? You'd like me to show up and then leave before I have a chance to play? And she said, what? And I said, well, that's exactly what happened. So she didn't, of course she didn't understand. I said, I'm sorry, I just didn't. And I said, no, you better find somebody else to do it. You know? So that was it. Like here I was getting hired to do a repeat of a gig that I never even got to play. Pretty bizarre.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You like that one?